All right, so this shouldn't take too terribly long. I just wanted to have a chance to introduce the course and let you know what to expect this month, since it's a little bit different this time around. We are still following this curriculum that started back in Portfolio Project 1. So you're still going to be working with that portfolio subject that you chose back in those old days. If you really want to change what you're working with, because maybe something else has come along that's really captured your interest, then you can. It just won't have you won't have the same unity in all your projects that was originally intended, but sometimes that's okay for the sake of a better portfolio. Do you remember what your portfolio subject was from back in those other projects? Okay, yeah, so it probably wasn't too long ago that you did your video project and the style guide and so forth. So this month is a little different in that it is opened up to you for you to decide what kind of project you want to work on. It has to be a media project, and it has to be a media project that suits your subject's needs and is a logical choice for them. Sometimes there's some mediums that just don't lend themselves to a particular situation. But other than that, you really are free to explore your interests. Probably more often than not, I see a website is usually what's chosen. And I think it's just because it's fresh on your mind, because you just done the web design course not too far back, and so it is a viable option. And so that if that's the case, if that's what you're interested in, then that is perfectly okay. I also occasionally see additional video projects done, branding projects where you create packaging for products and so forth. And a variety of other just really unique projects come along. But it's really up to you to decide what it is you want to focus on. Okay, so you're thinking of an additional video component. Do you know what the focus of that video would be? As far as what kind of video it is, if it's a commercial or a documentary style video or something along those lines? Okay, because you don't want it to be a repeat of what you did before, because we did the video projects in Portfolio Project 3, but something that goes along with it, complements it, and covers different territory, a different subject related to that original project. There can be some overlap, of course, because it's the same subject. So if you're using, you might use some of the same imagery, a little bit of the same content, but you do want it to be unique and unto itself. So it can be a separate portfolio piece for you. If you do video, then we're going to follow the same development process that you did in Portfolio Project 3. So you'll do a brainstorming activity first to let me know what you have in mind, and I'll give some feedback there. Then you'll do a rough cut, which is just raw footage, imagery, or they call it the assembly cut back in Portfolio 3, just to show that you're making progress and you're heading in a good direction. And then you'll turn in a refined cut, and then the final cut in week 4. So it's a gradual development. If anyone's deciding to do a website, which I do see quite a bit of, it'll be a little bit different. It'll do the brainstorming activity, which is the first assignment, followed by a wireframe mock-up of your site design before you really get into any website development. So I don't want to see a Wix site until week 3, for example, or whichever content management system you choose to use. So in week 2, it's strictly a wireframe. And if there's any other different projects that come up with any of your classmates, I'll provide the breakdown of what I'll be looking for in my feedback as well. This will actually be the only go-to session we have this month. If I do see any concerns, I might ask for a one-on-one meeting just to give some extra coaching. For the most part, though, it'll be a lot of independent effort with my feedback, and I will contact you as I need to if I see anything that's a red flag with the progress of the projects. Did you have any questions so far as to what we're going to be doing? Okay, so as you're probably used to by now, this will be a single project that you carry out throughout the month, piece by piece. So just like the other portfolio projects. So there's a little bit of time to get it really fleshed out and looking good for your portfolio. And then as you're getting closer to the end of the program, you'll want to keep all these portfolio projects on hand so that you can present them down the road in Portfolio Project 5. So whatever is any loose ends that you're left with at the end of the month, there's still time to wrap those up before you really showcase your portfolio. But do you want to get it in as close to finished as possible? Okay, so really that's all I had. I just wanted to introduce how the flow of things for the month, and hopefully you can come up with projects that are interesting and rewarding for you. You're always welcome to have fun with it as long as you take it seriously as well. But good. Yeah, you mentioned creating a folder for specifically for portfolio components, and that is excellent. I hope that everyone thinks to do that. I don't know how much we emphasize it, but it's a good approach. I would even go so far as to put it on a Dropbox or a Google Google Drive, just so it's safely away from any single computer or hard drive. Okay, well, you really don't have anything to worry about right now because we're about to break for Thanksgiving, and then the brainstorming activity, which shouldn't take too long, will be due next Monday. So you have the rest of the week. As far as my portfolio class is concerned, you have the rest of the week off. Appreciate you joining me today, but if you don't have any other questions, I'd be happy to let you go for the evening. Oh, and I think the part you said you missed was where I was just suggested putting your folder on a Dropbox as well, just to keep it safe. But that is all. Okay, well, thank you so much, and I will be talking with you over the course of the month, I'm sure. You as well. Thank you.